Okay, no other big, nothing like that?
I'm pretty positive.
Okay.
Sometimes parents do terrible things that get them in big trouble. Today, we'll look at stories where awful parents get caught and face the consequences. On January 11, 2024, Bixby police officers responded to a single-car rollover crash around 88th and 171st Street, where someone fled the scene of an accident where his teenage daughter was killed. She was reportedly thrown from the car and was later pronounced at the hospital.
They didn't give a description. They gave me his driver's license and the tag.
What's the address on that 43?
Stand by.
32 Chicago. When you get a hold of them up there, can you find out there's going to be damage to the vehicle as well?
Sure, all yes, be advised, it moved and the address I was pinging at looks like to be Flying J.
32 clear en route for Walmart.
The suspect was located around 50 miles away from the location. When police were able to locate the suspect, who was identified as Elliot Binney, they pulled out guns and had him surrounded.
Hands out the windows now! With your left hand, open the door! Step out slowly! Turn away from me! Put hands both up in the air with your right hand. Grab the back of the collar of your shirt. Grab the collar of your shirt. Lift your shirt up. Keep pulling. Now go ahead and turn slowly. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Stop. Lower your shirt. Take 4 steps backwards. Stop. Get on your knees. Cross your ankles. Stay in that position.
Officers then slowly approached Binney, who was sitting on his knees with his hands behind his back after stepping out of the car. Officers then proceeded to search Elliot's vehicle when they came across a startling discovery.
So he's got several pill bottles in here and the labels are all ripped on him. Charges. Death of one. Fatality.
Fatality?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Not seeing any weapons over here.
Man, I got a pocket knife.
Other than like this saw dog.
Yeah, man, I got like a pocket knife. So we got marijuana, pipes, pill bottles with labels torn, and some empty alcohol bottles of vodka.
Investigators reported that they discovered an open bottle of vodka inside the car. Elliot allegedly acknowledged buying the bottle and sipping some of it while driving. During the brief interrogation that police officers conducted after searching the vehicle, Elliot's speech was observed to be slurred.
What kind of weapons did you have with you?
What's that pocket knife?
Okay, no other big, nothing like that?
I'm pretty positive.
Okay.
And that truck's pretty dirty. There's no telling what all's in there, but
Yeah.
I had it.
Okay.
It's not, I don't have it with me. It's in my wallet. I don't know where my wallet went.
Okay. Okay. Well, we got EMS coming to check you out, okay? Just hang tight for us, all right?
Okay.
All right.
According to the reports, Elliot faces charges of first-degree manslaughter, fleeing from the scene of a fatal crash and passing a car in a no-passing zone. Authorities were cited by the source in reporting that he was released on bail. Well, if you found this unsettling, you'll be shocked to find out what was happening in this daycare center. On February 9, 2023, police in Las Cruces, New Mexico, received a report regarding possible child abuse at the Discovery Child Development Center. The caller, whose sister worked at the daycare, saw staff members acting in an unsettling manner.
Started 3 weeks ago, and then I believe like a week in, she was coming home telling us like, oh my god, the director's so mean, like the way she grabs these kids. And then it just got worse and worse. Like then the following week, she grabbed a kid by the arm and spanked him in the butt. So I was like, I worked in the field too before, so I told her, I'm like, you're mandated to report this. But she's like, I don't have any proof, like we can't have our phones on us. So I was like, sneak your phone, and as soon as you see her do it, record it so that way we have proof.
What was the video of?
Okay, so there was a little boy, he was sitting down and he was crying. And then she got him by the hoodie and like picked him up off the floor, and he's like screaming for dear life. And she like drags him, I guess, into the restroom.
The secretly recorded video by the daycare employee shows the director, Angie Flores, grabbing a young boy by the hood of his sweatshirt and dragging him across the room.
Get on the chair.
It was dirty on the side. It was dirty on the side.
The police officers approached the daycare center and started looking into the caller's allegation.
Officer Rodriguez, who's in charge here? Me. You? Okay, so I wanted to speak to you about some things. Is it okay if I come in? You can. Okay. So the reason I'm here today, is because we received an anonymous call of potential child abuse here, kids being grabbed. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Has there been anything going on?
Nobody's come and talked to me about it.
Well, as I'm saying, it came in anonymous, so I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, I don't know what's going on, so that's why I'm trying to figure out, is there anything going on with the kids, anything that you've seen, any issues?
No, anything that happens, like if they fall or anything like that, we have to write up incident reports and give it to the parent.
You have to write it up, okay. And do you guys, like, discipline them in any form?
We can't discipline them. We
No.
have to, all we can do is talk to the parent.
Okay.
And then it's up to the parent. If the
Okay.
parent...
So you guys are not allowed to touch them at all, just...
No, and we tell the parent that really spanking doesn't work, because if he grabbed that kid at 9 in the morning, by the time you get him home and spank him, he doesn't know why.
Flores, however, claimed that she never struck the children and would urge the parents to do the same. The officers then decided to interview the employees of the daycare center, who had some shocking revelations for the officers.
Yeah. Nothing at all that you've seen?
I think in regards to our director, she's the stern one.
Okay.
She uses
What
her
do you
voice.
mean by stern?
She uses her voice.
Okay.
She uses her voice. Like I said, some of our kids are behavior kiddos.
Okay.
And
Has she ever grabbed a kid, pushed, anything?
No.
Okay. We had a anonymous call of kids being potentially abused here.
Oh,
by
okay.
being hit, grabbed. You know, obviously I talked to the director. She did tell me that kids are not supposed to be grabbed. So I want to talk to you. Obviously, anything you tell me is going to be confidential. I'm not going to go tell the director, whether it's another employee, you see the director. Have you seen anything going on here?
No, I just started last week on Wednesday.
I just want to let you know anything you tell me is going to be confidential. I'm not going to go tell the director. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Have you seen anything happen? Okay. And then is there a reason like why you didn't feel comfortable doing it yourself? That you told your sister?
No, because I was like, well, I've been telling them, like I've been saying, like, you know, she spanks them and everything. Or she
Like
hits
in the
them,
butt, or
yeah,
where does she?
or she hits them on their hand.
Oh.
And the one she grabbed, like she
Where
hits
is
them in the next classroom.
In the next classroom.
Yeah, she hits them on their hand and everything, and like, you know, I just didn't want, you know, I mean, because I get paid good here, but at the same time, if that was my kid.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, and obviously by the video,
Yeah.
I spoke to her. She says that kids are not.
Finally, the officer was now with the woman who initially reported the incident and also made the video. The officer then asked her about that tragic incident, and this is what she had to say about the evil caretaker.
When she did that, what was the whole situation?
Because he didn't want to sit on his chair.
Because he didn't want to sit?
Yeah.
Okay. She was making him sit.
And then she pulled him up by his front.
He was
front
crying,
of the shirt. Yeah, by the front of the shirt, and then that's when she picked him up.
Do you know where she took him after?
To her office.
Would you mind me speaking to him for a little
Oh,
bit?
yeah.
Because he just
That's his. Okay.
Thank you.
So he doesn't speak at all?
Very, a lot of negative stuff he says. Just, I mean, not a complete sentence. When he's with me, I have to give him his words. Want more juice? So he.
Hi, Pierre. What happened to your nose? Just gonna check his hoodie. I'm gonna look at your hoodie, okay?
Can you draw mine? Do mine too.
The female officer then also tried talking to the poor boy in question, who was nonverbal and also had autism.
You did a great job. Give me knuckles. Excellent.
These are our friends.
Excellent.
It's pretty.
Great job.
How old is he?
No more than 3.
3 or 4. Okay.
All right. We'll just get the fairest. 49 or...
The poor boy couldn't tell her anything, and that's when the officer proceeded to contact his mother. Soon after this incident, Flores was charged with 2 counts of felony child abuse and was booked into the Dona Ana County Detention Center. Well, the neglect of these next parents will surely leave you speechless.
I'm gonna take this one.
On May 7th, 2024, Marion County deputies were called to a Dollar Tree store after a man was shouting that he was both Jesus and the devil at the same time. The cops were shocked to find out that his kids were with him and were covered in dirt and were begging for food. The officers arrested him and then went to speak with the child's mother, Cassie Quick, who had allowed her kids to be with her husband despite knowing about his worsening mental health condition.
He's been Baker active, so he's gonna be mad for a while. Especially with me. That's fine.
I mean, I told him to. I told him it's just going to be a matter of time before something like this happens. I mean, if it's a wake-up call for him, it's a wake-up call. I'm not happy about it either. I know damn well he's not happy about it, but...
Oh, no, he was calling me all sort of stuff.
Caller needed.
Thank you, brother.
I know you guys were recently working with Mr. Carr. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we were part of the book program for a short time. Yep, I seen that, and there was some engagement with some FIS activity for mental health concerns for Dad. Mental health concerns with Dad, yeah. Okay, and I see that he dropped out of that after a little bit. Had him on lithium orotate for a short time. He was actually making improvements. Okay, but I've noticed over the past month, like in this recently past month, he's gotten downhill drastically. Like just the last month. Well, the case was just open last month, right? It was, I think, like almost 2 months ago. Okay. So yeah, and then he dropped because we had him on lithium orotate. He was doing better. Okay. He was still having episodes, but it wasn't as bad. Okay. But then he just started going downhill again.
The cops also discovered that the children had never been to school and did not even know their own birthdays. Cassie, however, appeared as if she had done nothing wrong, but she was about to get into trouble.
You know, I've known for 11 years, and so I've never had any concerns with that. It's just right now, I know what you're going to say. Yeah. With his mental health, I get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I have concerns for this situation right here. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, you can't just have the kids in public saying that they're being kidnapped and Dad's having a manic episode.
Well, I didn't hear that little tidbit.
Okay. Yeah. And you're telling me that this has been going downhill. He's been going downhill.
Just recently, last month, yeah, it's like every day, it's like negativity, and I've been talking about the same thing, about him being persecuted and targeted.
As the deputies interviewed Cassie, the officer went back to the police cruiser to see Cassie's husband, and this interaction made it clear that he was not in his right mind.
How are we doing with him? Are we calm now? Are you calm? You okay? Okay, man. You're not being arrested with him. You're not going to jail, okay? You're going to a hospital. That's it. You're mad at me, and all I'm doing is taking care of you because I care for you, and I believe you really need help. That's it, okay? I know you're mad at me. You can be mad at me.
Buddy,
that's fine, man.
But buddy, I'm 53 years old. I'm full of the Holy Spirit. I see your Holy Spirit.
You see what?
I see you know some stuff. You're holding on.
I'm not.
No, I see it in your eyes. I have the gift of just saying that.
That's fine. Maybe you're seeing something I don't.
I'm seeing whatever you're holding in.
That's fine, man.
You're holding some stuff back. You know some people.
I don't.
If you want to do me a favor.
Yeah. I even found your car keys for your wife. I gave it to her.
I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm just letting you know that my testimony is true.
That's fine. I'm not saying you're lying.
I could run the mental.
Cassie's husband was clearly battling some demons in his head, and it all came down to the mother to take care of their children. However, it appeared as if she never really cared about them.
We trying to get him to go get help and arranging times where we go out and talk to someone. And I always try not to make it so he's the problem. I'm just like, look, I'm just here to support you. I want you to be better for the kids. But it's always someone else and it's never himself.
When did you speak to this other officer?
When this was like early, like a week and a half ago.
Where was that at?
It was on my line.
Like at your house? Was it our agency?
It
you
was,
live in Marion County or?
It was a different officer. I'm not sure.
Address, but I want to say there's.
I don't know what the officer's name was.
Okay.
But yeah, he was like the same situation where he was ranting down the street, and the kids were with me, and a neighbor seen him and called, and an officer came also. So it was like the same situation.
So what is kind of your plan right now with him?
Hers?
Well, if he's taking out lunch, he's texting me. I should just have to take the daycare.
How to make a
I learned how to drive.
Daycare isn't going to accept them though. They're 7 and 10 years
I
old.
don't know what to do. I have no option there.
Okay. Because obviously they can't be left with Dad. My concerns for you are that you are leaving them with Dad, knowing that he's actively having episodes. So that on your,
I don't have another option now.
I understand, but that on your end is not the best interest of your children. I see where you're coming from, and it is a hard position to be in because you still got to work to provide for your kids. But Dad's also having manic episodes and can't manage them. So that's putting the kids in danger.
Adventure Academy, we had canceled that subscription because they were just playing on games instead of doing the actual learning curves for it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm sure if I dig around, I could probably find something like that, but we've just been doing it out of the book. So I have all of what the kids have written down in books and stuff.
Okay.
So
I don't know exactly what they're going to require from you. I know that they do monitor here in Florida by testing, even with homeschooling.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you could find me a homeschool, well, I mean,
it's going to be
about a picture, yeah. I don't know
it's
what
going to
kind
be
of time I have right now.
And that's why I'm saying we got to come up with something. Are they going to go to school? School's almost out. It ends on the 24th. What is your plan for summer?
You're asking me what my... I'm a day-by-day person. I don't
Okay. Well...
Despite everything, the husband's mental condition could not be used as an excuse to her kids. At this point, the mother knew that she was in trouble as the deputies were all over her questioning her decisions. Just then, the deputy also discovered that she was currently pregnant as well.
How far are you?
From here?
No, on your turn, your pregnancy.
I just entered my 16th week.
Third month?
I'm due in October.
October? So I guess y'all doesn't know yet what it is.
A boy?
A boy? Do you have a name?
No.
No?
No. I just started looking.
I'm gonna have Cheryl drive your car back down to work, okay? And then we'll figure out everything else after this.
You can go to my house. Just drop off at my house.
The thing is, Cheryl's got to get back to work. So I'm going to stay here with you.
But they're not going to ticket my car over there, are they?
No.
Okay.
Cheryl, you'll be fine. The managers will know. They won't call cops or nothing on it.
Soon the deputies returned and Cassie's joy was over as they placed her under arrest.
Okay, I get you're in a really difficult situation.
Yeah, one of my contact people actually just arrived. She brought somebody with her to take the car over to the Crackwell parking lot so that it's at least I know where it's at.
And she's that.
Donna. That's Donna.
Okay.
She'll be back to get me home. So if you want to talk to her or whatever,
Well, that's what we're going to explain to you. Is what's going to happen right now. You're actually going to be arrested. What? Yep. And I'm going to explain to you what's going on. Okay. But first, you're going to go with this officer, and then we'll give you more information.
Turn around. You're gonna take this one.
The deputies then proceeded to search her before placing her in the back of the police cruiser and escorting her to the police station.
Anything in your shoes? No, nothing in my shoes.
Stand back here. Take us here.
Cassie also told the officers that she had not been feeding the children unless they ate on their own. She was eventually arrested and charged with neglect and is being held in the Marion County Jail. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where horrific parents were eventually arrested by the cops. It's truly shocking to realize that there are parents who would neglect their children to the point of starvation. No child deserves to be mistreated or neglected such a manner, and we hope these innocent children receive the love and care they rightfully deserve. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.